G'day, mate. We're live. We're live. Does the mouse pointer line up? Oh, it does this time. Well, there you go. It still lines up. Really? We're making landfill? The idea was you guys were not meant to be able to make landfill. So, I haven't got on the community map for like 3 days.
We needed a touch of landfill to make the ports work, at least.
If from the looks of it, we've given up on ports and we're just going with trains that... Trains.
Yeah, we just built another port for oil, for plastic, for red circuits.
The train's broken. The train that's actually a ship is broken. How the hell did somebody break that? Copper ship load. Do I have signals on me? Of course not. Alright, let's finish setting up power armor. One power armor. Second power armor.
JD?
Mm-hmm.
I was in this grassy area to the south of Science, left of our train drops. Was thinking of paving that for airplane parking and starting a bot base to make everything.
Sure, go nuts.
Okay.
I'm not here enough to vote on anything.
Well, you have your history of how you've done things to go on.
Yeah, but it's community map, you know. I try to avoid making arbitrary decisions. It means that, you know, I can't be blamed later. At least that's the theory I work on. Doesn't always work. Don't want that plane, don't want that plane, don't want those, don't want shitty batteries. Hello, Crisis. Welcome. Is the headache going away, Crisis? I had a plane. I don't want that.
I ran out of belt. Oh.
I lost my plane. Oh, there it is. Oh, wow.
We got the flying fortresses now.
I've got one too. It just needs more stuff. Lots more stuff.
A lot of it's in this.
Why are there no personal lasers?
Because nobody's ever actually built a full make everything.
There's no point. There's always a point. I see red dots.
Where?
On different islands. I have assembled.
Yeah, we've been out before, flying the jet over those bases. Smart.
You drop it in and out.
Yeah, the whole server almost crashed.
Oh, really?
It just goes too fast and can't render it in.
Oh, okay. So you're generating chunks too fast.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like I was actually having land appear underneath me, then it became water.
Yeah, because all the maps got to be generated twice. It's a flaw with. It's not a flaw. It's a quirk of the way the mod works.
Yeah, I figured that's. If I stopped and turned around.
Christ, I still got the headache. Damn, that sucks, mate. I have a headache. I go to bed, and I don't get out of bed for a very, very long time. Requesting steel. I should request steel.
They were a 6 to 4 balance.
Nope.
Blue belts.
Put down an 8. 8, 8. Because that will be 100%
and I take
balance.
out 2.
Yeah, you put in 8, well, you put in whatever and take out whatever.
And when you choose your ones to come out, take them off of different splitters if you're starting to shrink it.
Blue belts. Blue belt.
No, you can take them off anyone you want if you use the proper one. Creative Samurai. Hey, mate. Well, I'm
the book.
no idea. I get my 8 to 8 off the wiki because it works.
I'll drop one in the game blueprints.
Yeah, because I don't feel.
This one. Alright, there's an 8 to 8 in the game blueprints now.
Oh, that's not what I have. Okay, good.
Not OP at all. Yeah, not OP at all. Okay, so I don't want those. Don't want those. I do want those. They can go in there. Don't want that. 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 That. Or that. Oh, I'm getting tips for playing Factorio. Yeah, man. Set an alarm clock. Yeah. So whenever you have to do anything in real life, you need 3 alarms. So one is the time when you're meant to stop playing Factorio. One is the time when you have to stop playing Factorio. And the third alarm is 10 minutes after you were meant to be stopping. And if you run every speed light, if you run every red light and speed the whole way there, you still have just a slim chance of making it in time. That's my first tip.
And he's not lying.
Nope. No, Dig. Thank you for the follow, mate. Always appreciate it. Always appreciate it. What's even more appreciated is I'm going to finally get around to doing some new artwork. There is new artwork slowly coming to the channel. I fell foul of that last night. I've just woke up and it's 2:23 p.m. Well, speaking of waking up, started at 8 p.m. last night before I realized it was 3 a.m. Yep. So, in theory, this is a 1-hour stream because it is already 10:30 at night. In saying that, I did manage to sleep 11 hours last night, which is about twice as long as I normally sleep. So I have a feeling it's going to be way over an hour long.
Got 6 belts of coal for this plastic building. Let's see if it works.
So what are we up to in tech? We've literally got everything done. And Stinson was complaining that he built a bertha and it doesn't actually do anything.
Rare crude again.
How? There's tanks and tanks of crude down here. If we're out of crude, something's not hooked up.
Nah, it's the fact that the ships take so long to get around the planet to get me. Or the ships are running out of fuel again.
That's got fuel. Ship not go forward.
Ships have run out of fuel again.
It's got fuel.
Nope, the stack is full.
Ship not unload. This ship broken. had an urge to... Okay, so Crisis had a creative urge to do some artwork for you on the weekend, JD, but because it's a new PC build, by the time I was ready, I had to go out. Yeah, I know that feeling. I've literally, after a week of using the new machine... Oh, there's the Kraken. The happy biter train of friendship. I love it, Stinson. Yeah, by the time I I've had the new machine for a week, and I've literally only just got to the point where I knew OBS had problems and have fixed the problems today. After spending 5 hours yesterday trying to get a thumbnail done. And Creative Samurai, dead set, don't worry about making a tidy base. Tidy bases are boring. You don't need one. You don't get extra points for being tidy at all.
It's got a red signal. That's why it's not forward. What's the signal? The one at the port. There you go, that worked. What was it, JD? Oh, was there smarts on it, was there?
Oh, crap. I muted the mic. So either somebody just did something really, really bad, or ships are really bad for UPS, because I just tanked in jumps.
Jacob's out flying over the water.
Oh, okay. Cool, so I'm about to go do that. So, Creative. Yeah, you probably guys missed probably everything
and
I
it's in a
said.
jet, so yeah, it's gonna lag like fuck.
Cool. I'm going to do the exact same. Except I was smart and took all the speed out of the jet. So it's going to be a slow jet. Fuel, go faster. So yeah, I run a YouTube channel. If you go on there and you look at the playlist, there's half a dozen tutorial playlists. One for version 16 and one for version 15. It has a red wire connected to the boy. Red wire is gone. I have no idea what the red wire did. But it's working again. Mission accomplished.
Need a stack up. We're not getting oil. Full, I'm getting oil down to plastics.
I think the wire connected to the buoy was saying don't pull up to the station unless there's room to put in oil.
Meh.
I'm not sure.
It'll just unload really slowly. You binge your games? Oh yeah, good luck binging this one. I've got like 5,000 hours in it. I'm still playing it. A day or two and we're into trains. Dude, Crisis, 7 days. Oh no, hang on. I gotta start building trains as most of my hours ran out. Need to Google how to do it. Oh crap, that's a nuke. My bad. Hi, biters. They're running away from me.
Two ships from you down to the oil, the plastic build.
Okay, nukes do wonders. Okay, it feels a little bit cheesy sitting over the water. So yeah, I'd recommend having a look through the playlist. I cover everything basically, from start of game all the way through to, you know, first rocket launch, into extended gameplay, into advanced end game stuff, basically everything. Yep, uranium ammo does wonders against spiders. On top of that, if you want to learn, look, I run these community maps, and every month we restart the server, and I give the guys some interesting gold. We'll put it that way. And yeah, we run again. So that's another way if you want to get on and play with others and learn. I got to admit, I spent my first... So I got Factorio off a mate, and I didn't enjoy it. A lot of that had to do with it was a really, really early version. Which meant I really, really didn't play it. And then I did get into it later, and then I probably spent 2 years playing online on community maps. Alright? And a lot of those reset during the middle of my night. So I didn't play early game at all for probably a year. I couldn't do early game. I really had no idea how to go from a burner miner to anything. Somebody said nukes don't affect you when you're in a plane. Yeah, I've heard the same. I'm still going to shoot everything out of principle and not get nuked, just in case I'm wrong. And let's be honest, like with this many... Oh, it's a future JD problem marker. With this many personal laser defenses and uranium ammo, I'm good. I'm good. I just fly over and everything dies. Nukes are optional. There's probably landmass this way. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, lag be bad. You know, no, please no. I'm moving slowly now. There is no slow. Okay. Almost looks like a bird of prey from Star Trek. I don't watch Star Trek. I don't get Star Trek. It's like science fiction with not nearly enough lasers and explosives and things that go boom. Even though if you watch enough sci-fi and you pay enough attention, you realize like fire doesn't work the way they normally display fire in movies, and yeah. Yeah, they don't even scratch the surface. Everybody be dead. Yeah, this is a bit cheaty from a plane. Like, everything's just dead. And I can shoot 5 miles away. Okay, next community map needs flying biters, right, guys?
Okay, all problems now fixed. That is me. Oh my.
I still think flying biters are a good idea.
So that guys.
See you, mate. So this is not the Earth map that keeps falling. No, I. Although Stinson's now had a shot at me in Discord and likes to disagree. There was a fail. The map was re-rolled, and then a day in, there was still complaints that they were going to rip again, and it was hard. So I turned off the evolution due to pollution. So, and you can see pollution's at 1%, spawner kills 96, and time is 3%. So I turned off the pollution one, and there was still complaints that, well, it basically stopped evolution at about 50% from that point forth. And yeah, Stinson's now had a shot at me like, no, we didn't need you to run the command. It was fine. We were going to survive. Even though at the time, nobody said no, JD. So, yeah. Yeah, no, there is no way we're going to rip at this point. Well, if there's no complaining, that's too easy, right? Pretty much. Pretty much. When I launched the last one, you know, Race to the Edge, everybody was like, you know, we're going to make it to the edge of the map in 30 days. That's 1,000,000 tiles. Because they knew it was 1,000,000 tiles. And there's like, no way it's going to happen. And then, as it continued and we went forth, people started keeping count of how many tiles they had to do per hour. And the number was high, it's like 15,000 tiles or something per hour. And in the end, they finished it with like 5 days to spare. So, yeah, need harder. Although, I think it was... Crap. Somebody asked in Discord. Quantum asked in Discord. I don't know whether you guys have seen it. Exterminator and Video Game Geek, who are both... They're doing a new stream on... A new collab on Twitch. Which I caught half of, maybe? And then caught the rest on YouTube because VGG uploaded the VOD to YouTube. So he asked, can we do that one? And VGG said yes. So he just sent me all the map data. So that's in the running to be next month's community map. Oh. Crap, there's no ammo left. Go away. Oh, plane doesn't go backward. There it does. Huh?
Which kind of ammo?
Uranium.
Okay.
I had 700 shells. I've now got none.
Should I set the cap on this, make everything one higher than one stack?
Depends what it is. Prepare for lag. Uranium ammo. What's it, a box? 2.4k? Yeah, a box.
A whole box, okay.
The Race the Age map could have used teleporter platforms as a mod. Pardon? What?
So it'll be slow because it's just one little assembler doing it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Make everything should only be one of everything. No, there is no way I was going to put a teleporter in the Race to the Edge map. That would make things far too easy. It's not meant to be easy. And do you know how many walks of shame there were on that map? Like, a walk of shame when you die normally is annoying, and you might have to run 10 minutes back to your body. When you self-nuked out at the front line, it was like, you know, a several hour-long train ride. people learnt their lesson, one way or the other. Okay, 2,000 uranium ammo might be slightly aggressive. Does PLD in your own armor work whilst in a plane? As far as I understand. This is why I'm wearing a crapload of them. Oh, Whistlow, thank you for the follow, mate. Welcome to the Madhouse, where we do strange and silly shit like this. Like flying a plane over the sea, which everything will go fine unless you run out of fuel, at which point you're screwed. Kill them all! Kill them all! Kill them all! Piss off all the neighbours. All the biters are running away from me. It's not really as fun. Okay. Hi, biters. The better question is, does the PLDs work in the plane if I'm not in the plane? That's a better question. I got no idea what the shooting speed is. You're right, it could probably be higher. Go away, spitters. Really? That's non-infinite tech. Yeah, let's do that one. Okay, spitters hurt. Spitters really hurt. I now want to get a spare plane and bring it out with me and deploy it full of PLDs and lasers and find out if it shoots. Hello, Sticky Toaster. Welcome, welcome. What's the goal of the map? Plenty of rockets being launched to sea. So the goal of this map was crank the biters up, because they're Australian biters. To clear Australia of biters. Done. It took them less than a week. So it means it wasn't hard enough. Then the secondary goal, because they're written here, clear the island of biters, mine the world. Boats that lapse the edge of the map. Have radars coverage for all the land. Oh, I didn't add that one. That was added by Kyle. And do trains count? Sure. So, yeah, somebody's got to build a boat that goes out to the edge and all the way around. Or a train. I'll settle for either or. And we need to mine out the world, which is like 19 million, 20 million, 27 million, 30 million. Yeah, I don't know how people are going to do it. I just set the goals and the map. Yeah, I can see lots of speed modules being made. Uranium, wow, we got a lot of nuclear. Oh, there's still biters left. Kill the natives. Go, go. That's still not infinite tech. 12,000 science per minute will take care of all those patches. It would. It was also lag out the server and half the players. And then there'd be nobody to make outposts. And then it wouldn't get mined out. Because that's the other thing you've got to keep in consideration. People need to actually be able to connect. Dead. Don't run away, come back here. That's better. Bit more shooting speed. Shooting speed works wonders. Yeah, all else fails, fire the friendship bullets faster. Come down here. It's the behemoths the ones that take some time to actually fill full of lead. Everything else is pretty much insta-kill.
Hi there. Hi JT.
Hi mate. Bye mate. Where, huh?
I was gonna come join you.
Well, you can come join. That's fine.
Is it mods or
Pardon?
no mods?
Always mods. Always mods. As always, exclamation mods for the mod list. Yeah, exclamation mods for mods, exclamation server for server, because it's an open map, anybody can come in, join.
Is it bot offline or something?
Maybe? No. No. Revo.
I think it's on. It might be on cooldown pickles. It's just scroll up a little bit. I just hit him on Discord.
Yeah, somebody just used the command in Twitch, so it should be there. It does have a couple of minute cooldowns, just so it doesn't, we don't overload Nightbot, because Nightbot gets grumpy when you overload it.
Does it always like shut down after a while?
Oh, crap, back it up. Alright, let's test the theory. So my plane shoots even if I'm not in it. I could just bring a fleet of planes with me and just drop them down. The reason holding the immunity to avoid turret creep. Hi guys, bye guys. Now we've thinned the herd. It's a plane designed for Will. No. Well, actually, he could overlord better from a plane, and he can get around the map faster. The catch is, it can't break and it can't turn. Like, it's turning circles shit. And, you know, if I start breaking, I go over whatever I'm aiming for. It's the same as trying to break in a tank. You know, just much, much worse.
I might just download the mods in a tiny bit.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just grab the mods that off the Google Drive and throw them straight in your mod folder. Done.
Are you on tomorrow, JD?
No idea. No idea. Oh, I do have to tell Will. We need to stream in the morning and do community map. Crap. What's the date? Today's Tuesday, tomorrow's Wednesday. There we go. What's Falcon doing? Oh, faceless. Oh, more nuclear. Do we need more nuclear? That would be my question. Do we need more nuclear? Yes, we're hitting the limit. Do you know how much world there is? Do you know how much solar we could lay down? You know, apart from some idiot put indestructible cliffs in the way. Don't know who this idiot is, but yeah, there's definitely some indestructible cliffs out there. But this is more fun. It also causes more lag, just for the record. Yes,
I'll
Turtle.
be on tomorrow.
Okay, no problem, mate. Well, it runs for the whole month, so yeah. Mine the world and circumnavigate a boat around the edge of the map, but a sea train will work. Correct. Main goal was clear Australian biters. They did that. Now they're trying to mine the world. Cliff explosives don't work. Cliff explosives do work. They're just slightly more expensive than normal. Is the island big enough for a base that's not mainland Australia and then just solar panel all of Australia? Technically, I guess. I guess. Oh yeah, you could fit the whole base in New Guinea without an issue, with room to spare. I nerfed landfill. Yeah, I didn't nerf it. I installed a mod. 100 refined concrete's nothing. I know you guys are already mass producing landfill. Sea trains are slow, so if you burr... Sea trains are fine. Boats are slow. Sea trains are fine. Hello, penguin. Put on small island. Mass. Good luck getting oars. Sea trains are fine. Boats are the slow ones. Just don't use boats. Just use sea trains. I accept that it's a slight flaw in the mod. This is how you clear planets, or clear islands. Whoop. Done. Oh no, there's more down here. lag. Yeah, I'm really glad you can't nuke yourself in a plane. Oh, the poor server. I don't even know what country you're flying over anymore. All I know is it had a small bladder problem that's been mostly fixed. Yeah, mostly fixed. Aside from the glitch you found, I was calling boats sea trains. No, no, sea trains are sea trains. Oh, sorry, Faceless. My bad. I generated too much map.
Stop being a jerk, JD.
I know. That JD guy is such a wanker. Just lags everybody else out. Going around nuking everything. I figure he should be banned. You know, griefing and all. So in other news, whatever this country is, I literally have no idea what it is. And I live in this country. Yep.
It's Malaysia, isn't it?
I have no idea.
I'm not certain, but I'm not supposed to know. I'm supposed to be a man.
I literally have no idea. Come on, die.
Indonesia.
There you go. A country. Indonesia, I think. Well, there you go. No idea. No idea. Now, see this green bar? The faster I go, the further backward this will go. Oh crap, I found another country full of items. Oh wow, I just thought of a horrible idea for the next playthrough. So has anybody in chat ever heard of the mod Toxic Jungle? Come on, it's not loading at all. It is loading a little bit. Have you built a special building or something on top of your house or Mojo's house? Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia, there are a lot of countries above Australia. Yeah, I know, there are. This is why I don't know what they are. this one to be more exact. Oh, go away. There we go. I think all the natives are dead now. Werewolf, thank you for the subscription, mate. Good old Twitch Prime. You know, if I can hear you above all the gun ammo being parted with and fed to the neighbours. Oh, well, look. Penguin, a limited size, dangerous, whatever it is, ores map. See if we can mine it all up. I was actually thinking about the toxic jungle map, and the only object is you have to cut all the trees. Without bots. That's it.
What happens in the toxic jungle?
Let's see if somebody in chat gets the mod reference first. Before I spoil it.
Sure.
What about nukes? Are they allowed? No. I'd have to say no nukes either. It would be hand chopping only. Sounds like my kind of map. I like chopping wood. You probably wouldn't in this one. Oh god. Oh god, you know the map mod? Or oh god, you looked it up. Because I know the mod. I've done a playthrough with the mod. My actual first YouTube series that failed epically was with that mod. Actually, someone was making somewhere to park planes. Iron Wolf. Yeah.
My disclaimer is I have never made a bot-based make everything.
So the trick is to try and use direct insertion wherever possible. So crappy artillery ammo to good artillery ammo, tank ammo. You try and go with direct insertion. Same with shotgun cells, crappy to good ones, you go direct insertion. And you also ask the question, does anybody use shotguns? Nope, don't bother making it.
Okay, well, I'm not familiar with everyone's playstyle, so I was kind of just making everything, but limiting everything to one stack.
Same with, like, I wouldn't bother with landmines. Well, it doesn't hurt in it. And like
landmines are already built, so
yeah. Look, I
like
wouldn't bother
because
people just don't tend to use them. And I get the whole thing done, and then rather than going left to right, I'd probably do like 15 across, and then do another set of 15 and another set of 15, and move them up and down.
I was putting all of the stuff nobody uses down at the ends, so when you land in the middle, you kind of.
Nobody runs that far. Everybody just declares, bots, bring me stuff.
Right, that's what I mean. But then all of the bots don't have to travel as far. Was my thought.
What else do I need? I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need that. I just found the mod. Luckily, it's no longer supported. Bullshit. Use Factorio cross mod instead. Add a cross mod since good news. This mod is supported instead. So I'll put this over here and bring up Streamlabs and tell it to do the main screen. And that's the toxic jungle. This mod places trees whenever there is nothing blocking them, creating for an interesting challenge. It's literally trees. Literally nothing but trees. Everywhere. Everywhere.
So our request for Squeak Through would be denied then.
No, I'd probably install Squeak Through for that one. Probably wouldn't be Squeak Through. It would probably be one of the mods that just lets you walk through trees. So you'd still have to be a big girl and deal with pipes. But yeah. I think it sounds like a great playthrough. What's the tree spawn rate? 110%. Did we finish bullet damage? Oh, we did. There's more bullet damage? Can we do more bullet damage? Hang on, science pack 30 mini rockets? Oh. So, we're not actually on infinite research yet. No, that is infinite research.
Yeah, we've launched lots of rockets.
Hang on.
Satellites.
Oh, there it is. Okay, it's there. Okay, where is the rocket silo? I'm looking for it at the end of the bus and I don't see it. Where is the rocket silo?
It's north of the train unloading stations. I had a long time looking for it a minute ago.
Train unloading north. At spawn. Oh, wow. And there's 5k in stock, and we've actually stopped launching rockets. Okay, this seems like a good research to be done then. But the labs are not running. Which one are we short on? Blue science. Why are we short on blue science? Blue science is short on engines. Why are we short on engines? Because somebody can't ratio. No, because somebody's trying to put too many pipes on a belt.
There's no lube.
No, it's engines. Because somebody rejigged the belts and didn't fix shit. God. So you just can't trust people. But they added more assemblers, so now it goes faster at doing nothing. So gears are not making it that far up the belt. Are gears fully backed up down here? Yes. So what we actually want is we want prod mods. Lots of them. And we want to upgrade plan of this shit. Like all of that. Well, that made life easier. Less speed modules, more productivity. Really, I am looking forward to 17 upgrade planner, where I can say, hey, change out my speed modules for prod mods. It'll make these community maps so much easier. Because there's always somebody who likes putting speed modules and things. Can we have an in-game market with speed and mining bonuses? Possibly. There are mods that let you research mining speed and movement speed and all that sort of stuff. So I don't see a reason why not.
Yeah, I've been using that on one of my playthroughs. So
I don't know.
You had to earn that little bit of extra reach by research.
Yeah, I wouldn't object to having like maybe tiny start, so you would have robots to start with, and I honestly probably wouldn't object to leaving it on, so you could have bots start clearing trees. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many trees you clear. Eventually, you need to burn them or do something with them. More prod mod mods. See, that looks a bit healthier. See, that's fully backed up now. Now we look at blue signs and say, what the hell are you doing? You're not going fast enough because these guys are not going fast enough. Well, they're full of speed modules. So they're not going to go faster. Oh, God. Let's go for the first bastardation of the night. Hawasa 606. Thank you for the sub, mate. It's appreciated. So there's 500 in there. Have I fixed the blue problem? No. There's a different problem here. Go. Shoot them. Yeah, you could shoot the trees. Shooting the trees would be allowed. So, because this guy doesn't have miners, I can do this. Alright, we can do that. Yellow science. That one. I bet the thing wrong with this system is... Okay, I was completely wrong. It's blue circuits. Nilflix, thank you for the sub. Oh, wow, a tier 2. Wow. I appreciate it, mate. I think you might actually be my first tier 2 sub. I didn't do it. Faceless, not my fault. I didn't do it. So we need more blue chips faster. Are there more belts of green? There are more belts of green. We just need to take that whole blueprint and put it there. Blueprint book. What? What? There's level 2 speed modules. What is this sacrilege? Blue. Okay, fine. Blue belts. Blue underground. Blue splitters. 300. What? No problems. You're worth it. Really? Okay. God, I'll take your word for it. I don't know. I'm sure that there are days the missus would agree with you, and I'm sure there are days that she'd love to be a mojo and throw a brick at me. Except hers would probably be less explodey in game and more made out of brick. Okay. Blueprint from there to there. And okay, that power pole's pissing me off. This belt is also pissing me off. Oh, it goes that way, does it? Then what does it do? It literally goes to there. Wow. I boo-booed that. I boo-booed that even worse. You're an idiot, JD. XG Hog, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Madhouse. What's this? You have holes in your GC. Fix it. GC. Nope. What's the GC?
Green circuits.
Oh.
But it's a limitation of the build. The 16 assemblers for green circuits can only handle making enough for 308 per second. So the 320 on the 8 belts coming out have some holes in it.
Excuses.
Earlier.
Okay. No. He's actually talking about the unloader. So the unloader has holes in it. And my answer would be, it doesn't have holes in the belts here. So no idea. You've been a long time fan, Nilfix. Look, it's appreciated, mate. 9 times out of 10, if you have holes or gaps in your solid compressed belts, it's caused by either this in its entirety or just these things. Because splitters actually introduce gaps in belts. And transport line gaps. Nope, that one. So now I can actually see the gaps in the belts and they're all disappeared. Oh, see? We can see some funny lines because that's gaps in the belts. And the splitter's not going to do it for me. Yeah, we're not pulling this at full speed.
Penguin, red circuits are being built off-site now.
Here you go. You can see little white dashes that pop up occasionally. Oh, that's some serious gaps. Oh, it's running dry. We need train faster. Train faster. Get green circuits here faster.
Yeah, green circuits was on our list of things we need to build because red circuits are starting to eat too many now that we fixed plastic.
Oh, cool. So I shouldn't drop down a blue circuit build. Nobody said no. It's fine. There to there. Fixed. Blueprint. How can the beacons be offset between the left-hand side and the right-hand side? I mean, somebody wasn't paying attention when they built it. Blueprint. One of them. There. Yeah, of course it's a belt one way. That, and that. That's the wrong blueprint. That blueprint. Is that one can now go on the bin? What happened to the really, really long red circuit build? I don't know. I haven't been here in 4 days, and I'm guessing somebody deconned my excellent handiwork. Don't know who that would be.
Being built off-site.
Crap, I don't have pipe. Acid. Of course it's not going to light up. You are crafting white in an assembler? No, you did not see that right. We are crafting one of those science packs in an assembler. So, myself, Will, Mojo, Exterm, Zuri, and Kraus, when he shows up, are all doing the Earth map with the extra 30 science packs. And I decided, oh, that seems reasonably hard and should take a reasonable amount of time. I should do that for the community map. 7 days. 7 days they were done.
We have been hitting it pretty hard.
Yep. Excuses, excuses. 7 days they were done. I need to give them harder challenges. And yes, you know, I do have to account that there's multiple players and the server does run around the clock. But it doesn't change the fact in 7 days that we're done. Okay, let's start with red belt. Red crap goes down the middle belt. Okay, red circuits, green circuits, more green circuits. I want one of, nope, that, one of that. Give me the right blueprint. Thank you, game. Oh, that's going to make my life awesome. There. Put those on. Hang on, chat. I'm coming. I'm trying to spaghetti. Alright, green circuit's done. What? If you want to slow them down in mining the world, you could start researching mining prod when no one's around. Yeah, mining prod's pretty much been banned on this map. 30 science pack with extended space mod and toxic forest. That would teach them. No. SpaceX with the stupid mod I picked the first time around, which turned all the sciences into liquid. Because that was just slow. Like, we're probably doing more science per minute now. Than we were in that playthrough, because it was just stupid. How close to the edge we get? There's a screenshot floating around somewhere where I drove a train off the edge of the map. You should do the race to the edge again, but without artillery trains. Do the race to the edge again with. I'll tell you what. Just no. So you need lasers for personal laser defense. No laser research. There you go. So you could use them, but they'd be really, really bad. Really, really, really bad. Or we could use personalized defenses and machine guns and uranium ammo, and everybody could fight their way to the edge manually. And you can see Stinson parading up and down the map in a tank. I can see it now. Solar. You would be in my way. Blueprint from there to there. Just like, you know, tag that on the end. No beacons for you. No beacons for you. Replace the beacons. Yep, that's that. Blue circuits going to that line right there. Okay. So yeah. Oh, rest the edge. No power armor, no robot ports. Ouch. Add all the mods, make them suffer really good, and add Angels and Bobs. 30 science, toxic forest, dangerous, liquid science, extended space, SpaceX combined. No way to finish that in a year, and I don't care how many people you have. Yeah, see, the problem is, like, I want challenges, but I also want to, I want to give the community a chance. And I actually want to play. And anything with Bobs and Angels, I refuse to play. Because one or two things are going to happen. Either I'm going to run out of ideas, and I'm going to fall back into a Bob Angels run. And I've never ever played it before, so I want to actually go in as a virgin player who's never played at Bob Angels and be like, yep, I'm ready to go. I'm going to throw myself in the deep end and play as somebody who has no experience whatsoever. Yeah, I'd say you were right about those green circuits. Really? Is that all the distance you made? Damn. They didn't even make it halfway through the blueprint. It's because my beacons are better than the other build. Okay, so if the issue is we're missing blue circuits, and the reason why we're missing blue circuits is we don't have enough green circuits. So the answer is a new green circuit outpost. There's iron, there's copper. So green circuits here. Red circuits are being made off-site, right? He says
Yes.
blindly. Okay. Where? Aha! Here.
South.
And are we burning through them? So I...
Load to the left.
Okay, so there's spare in the stacker. So that means we have more red circuits than we can burn through. So that means I could ship red circuits to where I am, where I'm making green circuits on site, and then I just need acid. So I need to go here. I want that, no. I want that, no. I want that, no. We just do an inventory cleanup. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want 7 random bricks. That'll become a later project. Do we actually have a solar train? That's a new question. No, I'm going to go with...
I don't recall anyone talking about it.
Okay. Let's just put that there. Wrong button, lots of wrong buttons. Delete that. I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want those. Mojo's a champ at making circuits now. Steal his blueprints. Yeah, JD and spaghetti is a whole different story. No. Good quality belt-based blueprints. Mojo definitely. At the same time, Oleg. Oleg is truly a master when it comes to UPS optimized belt-based blueprints, like a true whiz. So either one has quality blueprints worth stealing. I want 200 of those too. I would love some smelters, like 150 of them or so. Speaking of smelters, smelter unload. So this is Oleg's. This is already an Oleg smelter. So I know I can steal these without an issue. really? They've still got timing circuits? Can we not use the timing circuits? Oh, like I said, they don't work. 36. So my issue is I'm going to want lots of beacons. Okay, so I actually want one of them. And I'm going to want 250 of those. I'm going to want 250 of those. I want to add a 0 onto that. Come on, bots. Where's my cargo plane?
Don't have that quite hooked up to make everything yet.
There's a cargo plane in... Oh, there's 0 Logibots available. Who did that? I think you did.
Probably. Things are catching up still.
Okay, so I have to ask.
Sorry.
You capped things to one.
Most things like the rail and stuff I uncapped, but the default is 1 stack. Yes.
One thingamajiggy bob. But did you cap it according to the inserter, or just to the box?
Just to the box.
Well, why not cap it to the inserter? That way, if they're already in the network, the inserter doesn't do anything.
Because I was going to ask you if I could change them all to buffer chests and pull everything down here. But it seems that people are using buffer chests differently and not picking the
always a
request
catch.
for buffers on the requesters that they wanted to pull from them. But if they were buffers, then it would pull it all down here and you wouldn't need any storage because all of these items would come back here.
In theory. You know I did do that in a playthrough and it didn't quite work out that way. It did mostly, but not quite.
Okay. No, I didn't watch that playthrough. Mostly it comes down to whether or not you tick the box on your requester chest.
I know. I did a playthrough and it was halfway through. It was just when they were released. I was halfway through the playthrough. And in theory it worked, but not quite. So now I got 2 cargo planes. Well, bots finally did their job. That lot. I do not need any of those, but I do want... I'm standing where that roboport was.
Sorry.
It's alright.
I'm just trying to get them charged up so that they are available for you.
I'm just filling a cargo plane. What else do I want? Bacons. I want bacons. 40. Yeah, it should do me.
Yeah, they're being picked up and taken somewhere. I don't know if they got taken to you.
Probably.
I've replaced a couple of these that seem to be... that have requesters elsewhere with buffers so that they actually stay down here.
The catch is that you got to make sure that they're not needed anywhere else. So solar panels and accumulators, in theory, are not needed anywhere else.
But they were being requested and disappearing.
Probably because somebody did recycling for them for science.
Yeah. Basically, it stopped them from continuing to be produced, and then I'll go figure out what the loops are.
I don't even know where solar science has disappeared to. Right there. no idea where they're being requested to, because they're going to buffer chests there. So, not a clue. Is Discord sounding a bit soft or to the rest of chat? Is it? I can do that. Is that better?
Hello?
What?
I know I tend to talk softly. It might be me.
Chat can comment now. I thought Dog goes to the champ of that. He's base 5k vanilla with 60 UPS. Never seen that before. I did a 60 UPS even on my old crappy machine. Or it was very, very close to. But that was a 10,000k in vanilla. But it was also solid trains. Nilfix, good night. Sorry I missed that till right now. No, mate. I will catch up with you later. Oh, they have stupid on that map. Have you met Stinson? Oh, yes, we have a Stinson. Stinson's a ninja, though. He bobbed and weaved to the edge of the map like a pro. That was a lava lamp. Yes, it was. Stinson may or may not have had God mode on. We don't know. We don't know, and I doubt he'd ever tell us. Okay. So I have a plane full of shit. I do not have nearly enough prod mods or any of that crap. But I do have a destination. Because if I don't have enough blue circuits, I'll just make my own. Because that's how I deal with all my problems. I just make more. Come on, plane. Fly faster. Stupid cargo plane. It only does 140 k's an hour. I could run this fast. Cheat. Yeah, look, we don't know. We don't know. I do know I tried to shoot him after the fact and it didn't happen. All the planes sound like a vacuum cleaner. It's just the better planes sound like a faster vacuum cleaner. Probably the only advantage to this plane is that this one actually stops. Even then, stopping's not that great. Okay. So in theory, that's going to be 8 belts of stuff. Oh, power poles. That could have probably been important. Four, 3, 2, civilization. Done. Okay. We want copper into smelters. Without cliffs in the way. I do have one of them. One of them. And craft some more of them. This build uses substations, and I didn't bring any. Yeah, good luck, bots. Do I have a radar? I do. Okay. I may have forgotten underground belt or two. What's worse, I left the other plane at home. Mistakes were made. There is a goal on this map. There's a goal on every map. This one is to just, like, mine out the world. Because we like easy goals. And I have no idea if Will has done a mine out the world challenge. But if he did, he probably had Muppet RSO, which is cheating. Because that sort of caps off a patch at, like, 2 million ore. And no bigger. Yep, I ran out of belt. Come here, plane. Can you use belt? Nope. Okay. There. Come over here, prod mods. Just throw all those in there. Alright. Jump back in the plane. I want lots of those. And lots of those. Alright. Nothing is easy when JD is in charge. Nope. Never. It is the reason why Discord's referred to as the madhouse. Like patience, you know? It's self-explanatory when you open the door. Wonder when we will introduce a mod that randomly throws bricks from the void at JD in a map that they are doing. Possibly if somebody could code it, the next one. Or for like every sub or follower, a random person gets a brick thrown at them. Oh god, that could be horrible. Yeah, Willow will be streaming tomorrow. I suggest that you pop that in the suggestions for tomorrow. And then find somebody who will code it. Because that's the hardest part. Actually getting somebody to code it. That. Yeah, deliver bots. I'll mention if I remember. Yeah, that's my problem. But I can always claim that I'm getting old, or kids are making me forgetful. I kind of like the idea of random bricks being thrown randomly. I like the idea, but I also like it would have to have like the artillery targeting, and then there's some sort of random delay, 1 to 5 seconds. So if you're paying attention, you could step out of the way. Or you might not step out of the way and it just land on your head. Quite a lot of coders and Will's following. You might not even need to do more than suggest it in the Discord. Correct, but the only coder I know of is Muppet. I think Blooper maybe does some bits and pieces. Yeah. The only two I know of from Will's Discord and my Discord. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Do I have those? Do I have those? Yeah, I got all that crap. Get out of here. Go back. More blue circuits. More smelting to get more blue circuits to get more... No, more smelting to get more green circuits to get more blue circuits. Yep. Something like that. More.
We need more iron? What?
More. Everything.
We always need more
Well, at the moment I'm just trying to get smelting. Can't trust anybody. Voila! Outpost suddenly works. Like, can someone explain these to me? Oh, they're cliffs. Oh! I don't have train track. I can't help. I should probably bring train track out here. No, it's gonna be somebody else's problem. I did not forget undergrounds at all. Okay. So those bots can build that. Meanwhile, we want those. We want those. I want that to do that, and we just go away. So yeah, next community map. Next community map. Like I said, I was talking to VGG, and he's actually already sent me his RSO settings and map seed for the map him and Exterma doing. And Race the Edge, although it keeps coming up over and over and over, I think I'm going to hold that off as a Christmas special. And maybe at Christmas time do a 2-month challenge. Only because it's going to be mixed. Some people are going to have more free time and other people are going to have way less. I, for one, will have way less. So... faceless with the drops. He must have pissed off the ISP gods today. That's the only thing I can put it down to. Really? I'm going to be that guy? Yeah, let's be that guy. Okay. Now we clean up the outpost by saying, don't need that crap, don't need that crap, don't need any of that crap, all that crap. You can go, you can go. Really? One lone miner all the way up here? Stupid resource generation. I heard something about a team race to the silo on a 4-way ribbon map. Yes, that is also a possibility that would require Mojo magic. Mojo's been looking at his frontier map and turning it PvP style, which I have told him I would be more than happy to potentially even donate the community into bug testing. I'm sorry, volunteer the, yeah. Throwing you guys in the deep end. Okay, let's not do, oh yeah, sure that'll do. Let's do that one and that one. I want that, and I want that, and I want that. Well, I want that, I want that, and then I want that. What is this spaghetti you're building, JD? It's important spaghetti. That. Okay. In theory, that works. So what idiot didn't get long big power poles? There to there to there. Oop. We had a connection there. Okay, so that gives us iron. We've got copper. Oh crap. This also needs steel chests. I forgot about that. It's an all-like build. It needs steel chests. Blueprint? 36. That's not nearly as bad as I thought. 100. Okay. Put that over there. We're done? Yeah, except somebody's putting down large nuclear builds. Those can go, those can go. That can go. Okay, maybe that can't go. Okay, that fits there. Except I want... Okay. Free time's important. Free time is a stress relief. Armor Shadow. It's important that you have free time. It's important that you jump on the community server, and if all else fails, shoot Stinson and then run away. It's a good way to kill 45 minutes. And to test your running skills. Okay, so avoid the cliffs. Nope, there's cliffs there. There, I think. Where's that blueprint? Yep, that actually fits. Okay, so let's smelter 1, 2... 1, 2, 3. I need a copper smelter. Here. Here? Somewhere in that vicinity. No, because I really want to put green circuits there. I don't know. Oh, these won't fire up without... It won't actually fire up without steel chests. Shit. Alright, try again, Jenny. Alright, put these guys back. That there, that there. What? Put down the roboport. That's what matters. Stupid idiots. Okay, done. That's tempting, but as you're currently at work, then you should be playing harder, right? Yeah, I know. Work has its bonuses and it has its detractors, you know. 1, they pay you. 2, they ask that you show up. You know, I had a job once I pretended to give a damn and they pretended to pay me, right? It worked out well for all parties involved. Just to show up, not to work. Well, actually, funnily enough, I did have one job at one stage doing sales where I showed up really, really drunk to work. And I got in big trouble off my boss. Really, like, massive amounts of trouble. Because on that particular day, I sold more than he did. And I was loaded. Absolutely loaded. Like, I had to get somebody else to drive me to work. And then I actually had to get him to drive me home. I'm like, the only way I'm coming in is if you're driving me home. You have no choice. You know, half the other people that you know, on the team that we worked with didn't have licenses. So he was used to driving people. And I was just one of the people he didn't have to worry about. Because I had a license and everything else. And on this particular day, I had to get somebody else to drive me to work. And then when I got there, I told him, like, you're driving me home. You don't have a choice in this. You don't have to do it all the other times. You just have to do it this one time. Because I am absolutely wasted. Yep. It was a good day. Good day. Good day. I've never seen the boss so grumpy. That here I am at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I can still barely... When I'm not trying really hard, I could still barely have normal, coherent conversation. It was a little bit jagged. 3 o'clock? Yeah, we worked till about 3 o'clock in the afternoon that day. Yeah, it was a real struggle to have normal, coherent conversations still at 3 o'clock. But yeah. So I'm running that belt down to then run the belt up. Sure, whatever. Those can go, that can go. He knew you were drunk and yet he wanted you to work even when you weren't scheduled. So it was a sales job. So, and we work commissions. So really, you know, you can set your own hours and all that sort of stuff. But obviously, you know, the particular job it was, the more... Because we're all commission-based, the more money I earned, indirectly the more money he earned. So, of course he wanted me to work. He wanted me to work every day of the week. As many hours as possible. Because, you know, I earn money and therefore he earns money. So yeah, I went to work and it was interesting. And yes, for one day of work, I think I made $1,500. Or maybe more for that one day. And yeah, like I said, he was not particularly impressed. Purely just because, yeah, I just made a fortune. Bots. I don't want that, don't want that, don't want that. Don't want that. Throw some of that in there. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Throw that in there. Throw those in there. What else do you have on you? You've got a beacon or two. I'll do. Fly home plane. That's a good day. Crazy money. Yes, it was very, very crazy money. It was the absolute worst sales job ever, and I will freely admit that. Although I have to admit, it was actually the one I had the most fun at. So was it to call people on the phone work? So was it to call people on the phone work? That's exactly what it says. Are you going for telemarketing? No, it was not telemarketing. It was worse than that. Worse than telemarketing. Go on. Go on. Guess. Guess. Worse job than telemarketing. And go. Hi, bots. Come take all my stuff. What were we short on? Those steel chests. Those modules. Those undergrounds. Those substations. I don't want iron chests. Radars. Oh, power poles. No, I requested those finally. I think that's everything. Insurance selling. Door to door. Door to door. Iron Wolf gets it. Door to door sales. Yes. Insurance. No. Actually not insurance. I did... No! I did interview for insurance. And I was actually turned down. You earn 1,500 door to door. I earned 1,500 door to door for 1 day. That was 1 day's worth of work. Yes. And yes, I was actually really good at it. Like, really good at it as in... So I've got kids, I've got family. The other guys work 6 days a week. I worked... I think 1 week I worked 5 days. And the other week I worked 3 days. Yeah, so a 5-day week and a 3-day week. Because I had family commitments and I just couldn't work those other days. Is that dead? Yep. I'll have that, have that, that. Oh, hi bots. You've flown too far. You gotta come back now. Yeah, I can say what I was selling. I thought it was customer retention. That's way worse. No, customer retention's not actually too bad. Customer retention... Okay. So customer retention is, for those of you who don't know, it's when you are pissed off at your insert company here. Power company, mobile company, you know, whatever. And you're ready to leave. And they transfer you one last time to try and save their ass and keep all your money. So they swap you to another person who's going to try and convince you to stay with their company. Which is on the topic of yeah, it's not what I was doing. Oh, crap. I didn't have robot ports auto-selected. Crap. Oh, I can see a trip back to base in my future. So, customer retention, I've only ever done that briefly at one stage. And the trick was to calm the customer down. That's normally the hardest part. And then the second trick is to open with not your best offer, but probably your second best. Alright? And to like fully bend over backwards and say, look, mate, this is the best I can do. This is the best I can do. We'd love you to stay, blah, 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 blah. And you know, I will bend over backwards. This is the one that the boss only lets me pull out when I've had somebody who's definitely had problems with us. And I can look through the file and see that, you know, they've definitely had problems and there's something that we should have corrected long ago and blah, 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 blah. All right? And if you open with that, it does give you, like you can say, look, okay, you know, I'll go one better, and this actually comes out of my paycheck, and we'll go one higher. And then finally you can bend over backwards and say, oh, well, this is the one that I've got to get boss's permission for. Hey, Will. So, the job I was doing, because that's what chat wants to know, is it was door-to-door sales doing electricity retail companies. So not changing who, like, because power is power. Power goes through the power lines, and you have no control over that, even though so many people think that when they change from one provider to the other provider, somebody would come along and cut the power lines to their house and hang up new ones from, I don't know, the poles across the street or something, because people are stupid. Just accept that. So yeah, I was doing energy retail. Guru, door-to-door salesman. Dude, we were just covering that, and it was a job I used to do, and I made $1,500 in a day, which in old grandpa pounds is, I don't know, like 600-ish, 500-ish at the very minimum. On a day when I went to work very drunk. Like, had to get my boss to drive me home several hours later, still drunk. So, but you missed all that because you got here late. And aren't you, like, just finishing work? Like, just finishing work? No, just about to start work. Damn it, I'm still a sub? Why is that a bad thing? I'm all for still being a sub. I appreciate still being a sub. £810 right now. There you go. For a day's work whilst highly intoxicated. So, yeah, door-to-door salesmen suck, but like, the pay made it worth it. The pay made it worth it. And I gotta say, like, after being one, as long as you get the right person showing from your doorstep, it's not that bad. And I did have all sorts of people, like, I had people offer me, like, on a weekend, hell, during the week, offer me beer, like, you know, do you want to come in for a beer? I had people doing barbecues, like, yeah, hey, you know, I'd sign them up at the same time, and they're like, hey, you want a bite to eat? You know, we've got some steak here. I'm like, sure, why not? Why not? I could pay to get my lunch from a crappy servo or something, or I could have your nice, tasty-looking steak. Sure, let's do that instead. Had other offers, but we're not going to go into what those other offers were. So, yeah. Oh, that's right. Holiday for a week. Now I remember. You don't like the Twitch policy about forced ads. So, as in, you still get ads. So, you still get ads because I'm an affiliate? Or Twitch Prime people still get ads even though they're spending their Prime memberships, which I don't agree with either. I think that's a pretty shitty rule. But I don't control what Twitch does. You'd have to, yeah, you have to narrow that down. Impunity. What didn't I bring? Nope. Okay, back to base. So Revo Pace. Yeah, it's too late to talk. I didn't take no for an answer. I'll fully admit that. I did have a 3 no's is the point I walk away. Although there are some people that I get a no right from square one. I'd be like, yep, I can tell that's not going to go anywhere. So I wouldn't waste my time, because if I'm wasting my time, I'm not getting paid because it's for commission. So yeah, it depends. It comes down to reading people, which I was really good at. And Will, you'd shut the door in the face. That's fine by me. You know, it happens. Some people don't want to deal with it. Some people are like, I'm bored. I'm fine. I'll chit chat. It's cool. Jehovah's Witnesses. So Jehovah's Witnesses, I have an answer, and it is. First off, you have got to know them in there. You got to know that they're there, right? So you got to know it's Jehovah's Witness before you open the door. Second thing you have to do is remove your pants. Third thing you have to do is open the door. Yep, that sort of fixes that problem. I have actually been blacklisted from every Jehovah's Witness at every house that I've ever moved to and had them show up. Because they do have a blacklist. Right, and once you're blacklisted, that's it. They don't come back for, I think it's like 5 years. Right, and Yeah, I'm just going to leave it at remove pants and open door. You can make it worse. And I'm telling you, the worse you make it, the longer you get blacklisted. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just open the door without pants on. That'll generally stop them knocking on your door. Although I had 2 girls show up the other day. And they were looking for, I think it was a charity. I think they were a charity that they were hunting money for. And it's funny, I've never been one for donating money to charities that come and show up on my doorstep. But now I've actually done door-to-door sales. I'm even less for it because I found out how much commission the people who show up on my doorstep get and what the charity gets, and you'd be surprised at how much the salesperson gets and the charity gets. It sort of levels out after 12 months, but a lot of people donate to a charity and they only keep it up for 1 or 2 months, which means it actually costs the charity money to have the door-to-door salesman sign them up. And yeah, I know Jehovah's Witnesses don't get paid to do it, but that's up to them. You know, they think they're doing the right thing for their religious beliefs. I let them go. Let them go is my answer. I object to. I don't really even object to them showing up. I mainly object to Jehovah's Witnesses' uncanny ability to be able to show up on the single Sunday I'm allowed to sleep in. Steph says I talk too much. Shh. Morning, Steph. Oh, Will, did you get my message in Discord? Did you? Am I annoying it, Steph? Am I annoying it, Steph? Tell Steph I'd send cat pics, except my phone's in the shop, so I have no phone. Oh, speaking of phones, God, I'm ready to shoot both Samsung and Australia Post. Ooh. Come on, bots. In my inventory. Inventory. Morning, it's 3 p.m. Morning, it's 12:14 a.m. Okay, so Will got my message. Excellent. That's one problem solved. Crap, how can I fix that? I can't. That's unfixable. And I forgot miners. I'm doing well. There are bots here, but they don't look to be busy enough. Have some speed modules. Have some bacons. Yeah, you're now picking up everything. Okay. Okay. I got 600 grams to my name. That'll get me nowhere. That goes there. That goes there. Oh, God. Here we go. Here we go. Seth says, why no Monday stream, which is my Tuesday? Hang on. Okay. Tuesday. Why no Tuesday? I don't know. Because Tuesday's a Steph day, isn't it? Yeah. Tuesday's a Steph day. I wouldn't want to steal time off Steph. Shh. Oh, shuck, tuck, is no, yeah, shuck to us. I don't know. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the madhouse. It's insane. It's insane. It's after midnight. My brain is still somewhat functioning. And I think I just ran out of blue undergrounds. Come on. No, not quite. Oh, Steph says no to Monday stream. Because that's a Tuesday. I know. That's fine. Oh, hang on. Yeah, this is normal. Yeah, no. I don't want to take away from Steph time. That's cool. It was if we could swap them, that would be awesome, because that means the one day I can't is the one day you can't. But if Steph says no, I fully agree with the Stephness. You have me on your side, Steph. Crap, what the hell am I doing? Okay, so that belt goes that way. And then up, and then across. And spaghetti that down there. Impunity. Unts. Okay. How's Canberra doing? I have no idea. It's not on fire. At least I don't think so. I'm not flirting. I'm making sure I stay on the good side of the missus. Alright, Rev, it's important. I have a missus. I know I need to stay on my missus' good side. Will has a missus. I know it's important that I have to stay on her good side as well. Stupid belts. I don't know if I can run this smelter block. Well, I don't have any underground, so definitely can't run it. Crap. We want that one. Okay, more undergrounds needed. Stupid train. Potato. Yeah, thanks. Okay, I don't want those. I don't want that either. Okay, so there's nothing in the trunk. I want that. Nope. Sure. $250. Done. Okay, is that all I want? No, I want to dump that. Oh, impurity. Sorry. Yes, goal purpose. Goal purpose is to mine out all the resources. Strip mine Australia, basically. Because it was fight off the really, really nasty Australian biters, and we did that. So step 2 is to strip mine Australia. Step 3 is to Step 3 is to not crash the plane into the base. Let's just stop right about there. Nuke Canberra. Yep, we could nuke Canberra if you want. I'm going to find it on the map, actually. I know I saw somebody asked, have I built anything special on my house or Mojo's house? So Mojo's house is down here somewhere. And my house is down here. Ooh, here. Oh, shit. Is that an inlet? That's an inlet. So I think that's Sydney about there. So it's here somewhere. Aren't there unlimited resources? Pretty much, since the map keeps generating. No. This is a fixed size map. There is an edge. The idea was... So I spent 6 hours running map gen to get this damn map. And the way the mod works is you, one, set the size of the map. So it has a max height and a max width and everything. And then step 2 is you set where the starting position is. In an XY coordinate. Except the XY coordinate moves every single time you set the size of the map. So I generate it and then I'm like, how has somebody not drawn a picture with that plane? I don't understand. So yeah, you generate the map and then I'll be like, okay, I want to move across 1,000 tiles. And I'd go from, well, here to here is, I don't know, it's got to be at least 1,000 tiles. But when you change, which suburb, JD? The one to the left of the other one. Like, you'd have to start with a city before you get to a suburb, but sure. Yeah, so when you... Yeah, so I think it's 50 tiles. 50 tiles moved me from about here somewhere to spawn was cleverly marked on the map. I think that's spawn. So 50 tiles moved me from here to about here. But above the one that isn't correct. Because when you type in 50 tiles, it's like 50 tiles on a map that doesn't exist until it generates. It's really, I'm really shit at explaining this. Basically, getting an exact fixed starting location on this map is painful. Ending up somewhere in the middle of Africa, turns out that part's really easy. But getting somewhere where you actually know what the hell you're gonna be is actually really difficult. And we've now got blue circuits. So does that mean science is running flat out? Nope, we're now 21 and 22 and 23. What's a freaking 22 and a 23? 22. Belt. 23. Beacons. I probably stole all the beacons. 22 has...
Short on lube?
Correct, no lube. Why are we short on lube?
I did not finish investigating it when I thought you were talking about electric engines and it was actually engines.
Because we have no, it wasn't. We were short on electric engines. I fixed normal engines. I fixed normal engines.
Right, and I thought it was electric engines that we were short on, and I noticed that lube was low then.
And lube's out. Because we're out of heavy oil. Why are we pumping heavy oil? Okay, so we're pumping heavy oil into there. Where else does heavy oil go? Heavy oil goes into that crap. Where the hell is heavy oil cracking? Heavy oil cracking is there, which is fed from there, which is obviously circuit controlled. Yes. So the answer actually is TRS Petroleum. JD does sound like a surfer. I got bad news. I got really bad news for you. I've never even attempted to surf in my life. Because I know I can't do it. Okay. How brain work does this? Okay, I've got it.
We're backed up on petroleum.
So you throw petroleum into the fire. We take that blueprint and we drop it right about there somewhere. Let's just jump out of the plane because it's easy to move around. Okay, bots build stuff. Cool. Petroleum goes into a tank, does it not? It did. I watch too much Bondi Beach. Okay. Again! Not a TV show I watch. Does petroleum go into a tank still?
I'm unfamiliar with the oil build, but I have not seen one yet.
Well, there used to be one right about here. No. 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 Oh, excellent. It's fed by 2 different pumps. Why do we have different pumps? So that goes to that oil build, which then wraps down to this side and down this oil build, which then goes into that pump. Oh, so we made a loop. Awesome, we have loops. We have loops. Hello, Muppet. I sent you a message, Muppet. Shredder. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the madhouse. It's only going to go downhill from here. Okay, I'm assuming light is also a damn loop. Who builds loops? Technically, light oil is not a loop, just the petroleum. Okay, fine.
We were discovering down at Plastic that the pipe capacity was not big enough for
Add more pumps.
getting everything out.
Add more pumps. That's easy answer.
We tried doing more pumps. We needed to come off of both ends.
Add more pumps more often.
No, it really wasn't working. We almost just did like pumps from it all the way to the thing, and it still wasn't going.
Which plastic?
The one
red
in the
circuit
southwest for red, yeah.
Oh, hang on. What? The one in the main base, or is there another one I don't know about?
The north of there. Northwest of the red circuits.
Alright, so the one that's offsite. So that's a beacon build.
Mhm.
Which is currently outputting absolutely... Oh, hang on. Which is only half hooked up. It's twice build, but only half hooked up.
Yeah, we don't have enough oil coming in to hook up the top half.
And the answer is... So every 2 underground pipe sections, you need another pump. And the way that build is, it's like... The way that build is after... Oh, maths be hard. I think after 5 of them, you've actually exceeded what a pipe can do in the way of petroleum.
We had the left. Do you want me to go through it, or do you care?
But you can go through it. I'm happy to talk about it, but I'm not going to look at it anymore. I'm going to try and fix something else.
So we had our 12. Okay, so we have 12. A bank of 12 light oil to petroleum. Actually, we have 2 of those. And they're each fed from opposite ends of all of the refineries. Because the calculator was saying that the throughput of petroleum that we needed to get up to the plastic itself would need 3 lanes of pipe. So then we also had all of the petroleum coming off of the refineries go into a 3rd tank, and it goes down and feeds at the far end, and then each of the light crackings go into like the top row and the bottom row, and then in the end they're all connected to each other so that they can be fed from all around. But we weren't being able to light up all of the machines until we had multiple lanes of pipe going.
So
and then
each time you go through a pipe, the flow rate drops off the more pipe segments you have. Right? And there's a magic, somebody's worked it out, there's a magic number. But basically for 4 pieces of pipe, you have basically maximum throughput. So it means every single time you put down, you put in a pump, and then you go underground.
And that throughput's like 100, correct? And we needed over 200 to get into the build.
The throughput for a pump is like 250. 12,000 for a pump.
Right, and that works from like going from a tank to a tank, but the pipe limit
tank
is lower.
To a pipe is I'm gonna go with 2,500 for the first 4 bits of pipe, and then it drops off a lot.
We were seeing that it wasn't working, and added more routes for pipe, and it started working.
More routes for pipes will work, but more pumps will also work.
Okay.
So you go pump, underground, down, underground, up, underground, down, underground, up, being 4 pieces of pipe, and then new pump.
Correct.
And then rinse and repeat. All right. After you get into the first row of machines, you probably don't need the pumps anymore, because the machines are going to be sucking up a certain amount that as your flow rate drops off, it's probably disappearing into machines at a faster rate. So it doesn't really matter.
Because that container isn't full, so it drops. It pulls it because its container is empty because it's using it.
Yeah. So we go there to there to there. Now, how the hell am I going to make you work? Let's go with that instead. I like that method. Okay.
It looks like the current issue is the whatever tankers we're refilling it are not there anymore.
So, petroleum. If petroleum is above 24,000. What, really? Petroleum's not above? We're down 23, which means the refinery should be running. Refineries running? Some of them. Okay, we need more leeway than that. 23,000. Go.
About half the refineries?
Huh?
About half the refineries were running.
Really?
Yeah, I'll go back to the building.
There is so much pipe here. Where the hell's this solid fuel go? Into there.
Good morning.
Morning. It is technically morning, even in Aussie land.
Well, it's always morning somewhere.
Oh, crap. There to there. Where the hell did that thing go? Oh, really? I know, it's technically morning. It's 12:30 a.m.
Aha!
I was going to do a 1 hour stream.
That started how many hours ago?
2.5.
Yeah.
Welcome to Factorio.
My name is Sunny Beach, and I have a problem.
I don't have a problem at all. I can quit at any time, I promise.
You're lying to yourself.
I am not
JD.
lying to myself.
The house is on fire. It's time to go. But the internet's not out yet.
No, the fire department will be here any minute.
Input priority left. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. So, Rev asks Muppet, is it possible to code a mod for Factorio that throws a brick at a random player every time somebody subs or follows on Twitch? Yes. But you need said streamer to put it on their Twitch server and Twitch. Well, nobody needs to tell Will about that because Will's not watching, right? You want to know how to get a bat plane? So you want to get Chandler. Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Madhouse. Because this is the place where we jump the community server and do all sorts of really cool things. Oleg, you're the man we want. So you want to grab the aircraft mod, and that'll get you a bat plane. You really don't want a bat plane. They're really, really shit. A long-range flying chest. That's pretty much summed it up. You want a flying fortress, which actually kills stuff. The jet looks good too. I think the jet has better weapons. I don't know. I've only played with the gunship, which was crap.
We're building all of those. All you have to do is request them.
Really? Oh, well, that makes my life so much easier. I've only played with the gunship, the cargo plane, and the flying fortress. But I fixed an oil problem, so we're good. Has a flying fortress that has the best weapons. Well, there you go. I have been corrected.
Shields are also being built.
You're going to run all the time now, aren't you? That does not work for me.
I don't know if we're making personal laser defense, but that's a cheap build.
I was making it, and I don't think I recycled it.
Personal laser. There are 10 in a chest.
Mm-hmm.
That part of the make everything is caught up.
Okay, so I need to set that higher. 24k. Oh, okay. So I worked it out. Okay, I want a second pump there. Come on, craft faster. There to there, there to there, with a piping in there, and then I want green wire. Because we need lube. Lube is important. So I need an override command. I built all this crap before. I already put smarts on oil. Somebody destroyed it. Where's the lube tank? Right there. That lube tank. And this will say if lube is less than 500, go nuts. Because lube is 0. Okay, so back to modding. Wondering if it's possible. I think it would be hilarious for community map, Obel's channel, or Jetty's channel. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I can have a feeling that that's going to get added. I'm going to find every brick on the map. Let's go with productivity rather than speed, because having builds that go really fast at doing nothing is awesome, which is my #1 reason to use speed modules. So,
I have a thought.
what?
How about if we pick an island and make that our rocket launch center and just fill it with rockets?
Well, I was thinking that New Guinea is probably big enough you could put the whole base in New Guinea. And then if you really wanted to cover a island in rockets, you could. You could literally just take one of the little islands that are near it and just ship everything via sea train.
Well, if the goal is to mine everything, then
It
we
is.
need to be launching a boatload, no pun intended, of rockets.
Or do you just need to put it in boxes?
Well, you could do that too.
Because if the goal is to mine everything, just mine everything. Don't worry about what to do with it, just mine it. Mine it and put it in boxes.
Yeah, but that's almost cheaty in a way.
Oh no.
You want
no,
to use it all, or a lot of it anyway.
It's impressive when you get somewhere and you just find out that there's just a sea of a sea of chests as far as you can see, all full of just nothing but, you know,
Or
ore. Not even ore. Turn it to plate. It compresses better. Actually, it probably doesn't with prod mods. Okay, maybe just turn it into straight ore.
that's the other thing. We need to remove all the productivity modules and replace them with speed modules.
Who's that new voice? So voices comes up the top left-hand corner. Like, username. Pay attention.
Sunny Beach.
There you go. It's Sunny. I suggest Cape Canaveral for rocket launches. Well, we can't access Cape Canaveral. That's on a different map. That is not this one. Need the warehouse mod? Yeah. Like, technically we're rich enough. You could just, like, have... This is central iron storage. And just have all the iron shipped to boxes. That are requester chests. Or even... Nah, probably requester chests. With a couple of storage chests around the outside. So they're coming on a train. Go to a... active provider. To then go to requester chests. To then have the excess go to storage chests. And then as soon as you see it flash on the map, say storage chest is full, somebody goes over there with a nuke and just drops it in the middle of all the requester chests. Alright. And just nukes the whole, like, 10 million iron ore. Recursive infinite storage in Factorio thing. Yes. Yes, we could have that. But, just... This is the mod pack we've got. I'm already having people complain that they can't find the latest mods, because the mods... Of course the mods have updated, and we haven't. Because I hate updating mods. And yeah, I don't know about pulling out prod mods. Oleg's probably the one to ask. The catch with pulling out prod mods from builds and putting in speeds is although you can run stuff faster, which is good, and use more ore, which is good, the catch is you have a larger UPS impact. And is it more efficient to use what you've got as fast as possible UPS wise? Or is it better to have less efficient builds that waste more raw resources? That's the catch. And I don't know what the answer is, but Oleg's an expert.
It's just like any other life choice.
Oh no, there's many worse life choices I can think about. You want a horrible life choice? What to name your child?
My youngest son was 3 days old before he had a name.
Oh, that's way better. My first hit a month. 1 month old, and we're like, yeah, we should stop debating about names. Oh, did I get those miners? According to this, yes. Okay. So I want an 8-8 balancer, which I saw here. Nope. That's a horrible, horrible mess. Nope. Nope. Here. Because I'm lazy. Sure. Get rid of all that crap. Okay. That goes in there. That goes there. That goes there. Stupid chicken. That one, that one, that one. Okay. That one, that one, that one, that one. Alright. You only need 2-3 patches for entire gameplay. While there are hundreds of them, you all have to deal with where to spend resources problem. It's in blueprints already. It is too. Good point. The 8-8 balancer was in blueprints already. But I knew I'd see one on the map. And I'm just as happy to go hunting for that one. And paste it down. And I wouldn't look in game blueprints because everybody's normally using the wrong one. Everybody's normally using the Mad Zuri 8-8 because it has the name Mad Zuri on it. Even though Mad Zuri is the first one to admit that it's not balanced. It's not throughput unlimited. It has issues. Alright, stand here, 2 miners. Go bots. No, miners are that direction, you idiots. Really? Amount of miners? Fuck. Alright, copper's running. So, this be iron. Bring that down. Bring that down. Nope. That goes to there. Come on, bots, fly faster. And that one there. Okay, so that's iron hooked up, that's copper hooked up, that iron's hooked up. That's not hooked up. Why? Undergrounds. Just a few thousand undergrounds. Into the box. have some undergrounds. Okay. Where'd that go? Fixed. Okay. What's next? Actually building a green circuit build. This is what I need an OLEC. Beacon build. Green. OLEC, you still here? Is that yours? That's the one from last community map. I think that's the OLEC build. Or very, very close to it.
That one up north is all OLEC stuff.
Okay, so we'll use that one. And then I just gotta work out how the hell the belts get fed into it. Or where to put it where cliffs do not exist. Hang on. Hang on. So if there's oil there, what do I need to make acid water? That's an awkward spot to make water. Like literally in the middle of like Ayers Rock, Northern Territory, Australia. That's a really awkward spot to need water.
Trains and barrels.
No, tanks. Oh, what the hell is this? Nope. Try again. Oh god. Okay, let's put that there. So that's copper. That's output. I think that's 3 copper belts in. Woohoo! Oh. Clicky clicky. B import paste 8x8 unlimited and a 16x16 unlimited. I think you've sent me these before. I have a feeling. Oh, wrong one. That's stupid. I still think you should be able to drop a blueprint book into another blueprint book. I think that needs to be a feature. Okay, so I need more undergrounds, and now I need red undergrounds, and that's as far as I'm going to get tonight, I think. I got half a green circuit build, like the smelting half. Counts, right? And technically they're all facing the wrong way, so you're going to belt all the materials back up. But like, you know, that's a... I did. You still guys are using the limited ones. So I went and grabbed that one from wherever it was and pasted it there. That is an unlimited throughput 8x8. And I know that because, one, you and I had this conversation a long time ago, and I said I found an 8x8 on the wiki. And that's a 16:16, which I saw something put it somewhere. That one. So this, from memory, is a 16:16, but it's throughput limited to 50% throughput. Alright, and the reason I'm hovering these over is you can see, like, you know, that half is identical, and that half is identical, and that half is pretty much identical. So that, and that are identical, and this is the only spot that's different, right? Between an 8 to, you know, between an 8 to 8 and 8 to 8. So basically, and this is the thing. So that's the limited one. Confirmed on my 4.88k base. The longer one I said is unlimited. So this goes from here to here to here. So this belt goes all the way to that side. This belt goes straight through. It does merge to here and go across as well. But the way a real balancer works is this belt... let's see if I can do this. Let's see if I can do a balancer explanation really quick. So this belt needs to come... Belt... Let's go with 1. Belt 1 gets mixed with belt 4. Which then gets mixed with belt 8. And belt 7. Which also gets mixed with 6 and 5. Which also gets mixed with 4, 3, 2, and 1. And that needs to happen for every single belt. So every single belt needs to touch every other belt. At least once, if not twice from memory. So 1 goes to 4. Which goes to 5. No, which goes to 4. And 4 and 5, which then goes to 1, 4, 5, and 8. Yeah, it doesn't come through these this way, but through that way it comes to both those as well. Alright. So yeah, this belt here goes up here, touches this one, comes back through here and touches this one. It goes straight through and done. Here comes through, touches this one, which will touch these couple. Touches this one, this one, and this one. But it hasn't touched anything in this area. Alright, and that's the problem. This is why it's throughput limited. So basically, if I cut off half these belts, alright, this would very, very quickly empty out, providing we had trains actually pulling off it. And it would very, very quickly start failing, and you'd have bits and pieces missing from this end. Even if I cut off half the belts. Oh crap, there's actually active bots. No, don't do that, bots. Don't actually want you breaking things. Shish. Yeah, if I cut 8 belts from this end, and then I cut 8 belts from this end, and normally the quickest way to do it is you cut those 8 and you cut those 8, so you're cutting across diagonally. Alright. Oh, you can see it already. Things were not working. Yep. So yeah, if you cut across a balancer, diagonally, normally that's the quickest and easiest way to find out whether it's throughput unlimited one. Alright, it should just handle 18 on this side, spread it across to this side without hassle. But where is all this smelting coming from? We're literally shipping iron 12, iron 1. Okay, so we're shipping all the iron here for it to be smelted and then brought into base. This is what happens when you don't go on the community map for a week. You don't know what the hell's happening. Alright. But it is 1 AM, and that means... Yep.
I was just going to say, it took me a while to get caught up, and I was just gone for a few hours.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with these community maps. They move so fast.
It's a community.
It is. So, I'm going to bed because it's 1 AM. And in theory, I need to be back parked in my ass in this chair to stream more Earth Map with Will. And in theory, Exterm and Mojo and Zuri and everybody else. So, I made half a start on a green circuit to make blue circuits because the base was temporarily short on blue circuits. It's not now for some reason. But blue circuits are a good way to remove a lot of copper and iron and everything. They just delete everything. Oh, hello, Clowntown. Wow. Everybody's here today. And unfortunately, I'm going to bed because it's 1 AM. Because Australian time zones. But it means I've already started Wednesday. And you're all stuck in Tuesday. And that's a good spot to leave a stream. So thank you guys for watching. As always, thank you for the subs. No bits today, but that's fine. It's always appreciated nonetheless. Follows are awesome. And I will see everybody later. And we'll find out if anybody's streaming. Come on, Clown10. You streaming it? You streaming it? You streaming it yet? Come on. Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Are you streaming? Streaming? I'm at work, 9 a.m., so no. Wow. Excuses. Like, if you streamed from work, then you'd be paying twice to play Factorio. And is that not a mission goal? It sounds like a good goal to me. Cool. Squad goals. Okay, I'm gonna bail, but I am going to go raid Evil Reyes. I held that E for way too long. So I'm gonna go raid him, mainly because he's not here yet. He's got a starting soon screen up. So he's gonna come on live and find out there's like 30 people watching, 40 people watching, whatever the numbers are up to. 30 plus watching. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. As always, I'll catch you up in the next one. And go say g'day, mate, to Evil Race. All right.